Hello there everyone, my name is Lawrence Lulus von Einswald and welcome back to Lawrence and the Limelight. Just before we get into the episode, ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to sort of explain my actions for what has happened in this previous episode and also potentially bid you farewell because this is the second and potentially the last episode. I might be killed by a spider. Oh dear. Oh me, oh my. Oh. What a tragic way to die. Oh. How's it going, everybody? My name is actually Silver, and welcome back to the Lawrence and the Limelight, the D&D podcast after show thing for the Dungeons and Dingoes podcast. If you happened to watch the episode on Twitch, I very much appreciate you. If you did not catch it on Twitch, be reminded of the fact that you can watch it on most podcasting platforms, such as Spotify. The episodes go up every Sunday, and the latest episode will maybe be up. I cannot see into the future, I'm afraid. Well, I recorded this literally after our session on Wednesdays. We play on Wednesdays, by the way. You can follow my DM on Twitch down below in the description. And yes, with all that said, everybody, I need to talk about this episode while it is still fresh in my mind because it was a banger. It was really good. So then, everybody, let's get right into it. Before I get my guest on and put them in the limelight, I would just like... Oops, sorry, microphone. I would just like to explain my actions in this episode and talk about what the hell went down. Oh my god, it was bonkers. Let's go. Alright then, folks, so if you did happen to catch the episode, then you will know that this one was quite a doozy. I, being the impeccable and incredible player that I usually am, managed to get the team into a little bit more hot water than we bargained for. I have attracted 4 spiders that do crap tons of poison damage with their attacks, and the spiders on top of what we were already fighting towards the end of the episode has turned into quite a situation. My character Lawrence is currently sitting at 8 hit points. The rest of my team is looking a little bit worse for wear. Our healer, funnily enough, hasn't taken any damage, and some of our other characters are alright. Camera, focus. But yes, needless to say, folks, this situation is looking a bit dire, and it's sort of my fault. However, I would just like to explain Lawrence's whole reasoning behind this, and I would like to sort of get it out in the open that this is all very in Lawrence's character, and yes, it was maybe a bit of a bad play on my part, but I can explain, I swear. So then, folks, we went into my character Lawrence's backstory a little bit in the first episode, but we will go into it a little bit more here. So, Lawrence, as I mentioned, has his young ward, the boy that was once very near and dear to his heart. This boy's name was Peter. Peter's one wish for Lawrence's life going forward after he had moved on with his time with him, Peter's one wish was for Lawrence to become an adventurer because it was Peter's wish to become an adventurer, but he knew that he would never be able to accomplish this wish because of his incurable disease. Very, very deep, I know. So Lawrence has thoroughly enjoyed his time with his friends and the adventuring that he's done up to this point. He has lived out his dream and Peter's dream, and if he does die here in this cave, I feel like he's going to die a happy man. And it's all going, oh my god, and this is some fantastic storytelling on my part. Oh my god. So then, folks, I would very much like to convey that in the off chance that Lawrence does die. I would like to tell my fellow party members that Lawrence very much appreciates everything he's done for him and all the adventuring they've done. As we're moving forward, the plans we have for getting out of this situation is maybe sacrificing Lawrence so the rest of my teammates can get out alive, as this was sort of my fault. Oh my god, dude, that's gonna be really heavy, bro. The next episode is gonna be a banger. Make sure you're subscribed to Basementosaurus on Twitch, my guys. Link in the description down below. I'll explain the part about Lawrence being an adventurer at heart and how he's always rushing into danger and being an adventurer. That's a big part of his character, and that's why I got us into this situation. Lawrence felt the need to explore this cave on his own and do a little bit of adventure. It turns out that doing that was a bad idea, and the spiders showed up out of nowhere. So it's all very... I think this situation is fine. It's fine. You know that house on fire meme? This is fine. This whole situation is very in line with Lawrence's character, and I I live for it. I love it. I eat it up. So it's all very interesting. I am so very excited to see what happens in the next episode. And yeah, guys, I think that'll about do it for my little explanation that I wanted to get off my chest at the start of this episode. We will now move into the guest star. I don't know who I'm going to be able to. I'm going to wrangle me up one of my players. I'm going to get my lasso. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying? Grabbing one of my fellow players to do the podcast after show has canonically been quite difficult, but I will try my darndest, and we will have the player joining us right now. So when I came up with the idea for this whole D&D podcast after show thing, I thought it would be a cool idea, but I also didn't consider how difficult it would be to get my fellow players to join me. I am not pointing any fingers, I'm not blaming anyone, I am just simply saying this is the nature of these things. It is difficult to get people's schedules and things to all line up. So then everybody, with all that said, I think we are just going to probably let this series die. It was a fun idea, but I just think this whole thing as a whole is just more trouble than it's worth, so whatever. This will be the second and quite possibly the last episode, as is the title that you've probably already seen. Anyways, guys, just a few little recap things before we leave. I would just like to mention a few more things about this episode. All in all, I think it was a pretty good one. This whole shenanigan in the cave has been absolute beautiful chaos, and I love it. It has been quite a lot of fun. I have obviously made a bad play, and I have made things very difficult for us. Once again, I think this is all in Lawrence's character, and it's all very funny, but I also acknowledge the fact that this was a dumb thing to do, and that if we die, it is all my fault, but whatever. I don't know why I made this risky move. I just wanted to explore that room. I knew full well what I was getting into. Basie, I knew Basie. I knew you'd do something like this. But yeah, the spiders may very well be Lawrence's death, and they may even defeat some of my other fellow players. So I don't know. Whatever happens, happens, and we'll see how we go. However, Basie, my DM, if you kill Lawrence, I might not go to my second character that I have in mind. I might go to another character that I have in mind. Now, allow me to just explain just little random side things about another character I have in mind. Because I'm such a big brain imaginative boy, I have thought up of yet another character idea. I'm thinking of like a wizard kind of warlock guy, so maybe like 3 levels wizard, 1 level warlock. And his name is, and he's an old man. He's even older than Lawrence, and I'll make him really annoying and even more annoying and older than Lawrence, and he'll be an old, annoying Lawrence. Ah, yes. I'm thinking like, I want some like really overpronounced wizard name, like Alacanthus the Wise or some shit. I actually wrote down a name. Arno Cosinthius. Oh, Jesus Christ, what have I written here? Arnocolsin. Well, the point is, his name is really long, annoying wizard name, The Shattered, and the whole point behind him is he's absolutely bonkers. He's insane, and he just goes around being like, ah, yes, the tulips in summer, or some shit like that. And I just want him to be like, he's this like heavily cursed, like he's the Shattered because he has, he's been through this, he used like a spell, or there's some experiment that he did that went wrong and it made him insane, kind of like the Elder Scrolls. If you're familiar with the Elder Scrolls, what is that guy? This guy's name, Septimus Cygnus, that fucking guy from the Elder Scrolls. I want him to kind of be like that. So, Basie, I'll fucking do it. I'll make this annoying old man crazy wizard character. I'll fucking do it. But anyways, guys, that'll about do it for this episode of Lawrence in the Limelight. If you have enjoyed this series, if you would like to see more of it, then I don't know, maybe we'll continue it. In the off chance that Lawrence does perish in this episode, maybe we could still continue this as like maybe Lawrence being like a viewer from the outside in, or like his spirit or his ghost, or like a narrator or something. That'd be kind of cool. But I don't know. In any case, this episode is it was a good one, but it went awry. It definitely went awry. The spiders, man. The spiders. I am at least, I did everything I could, I feel like. I did a perception check, I did a stealth check, I did everything to sort of look in that room, but whatever, dude, whatever. Screw you, man. DM. So then, folks, thank you for watching this episode of Lawrence and the Limelight. No guest star, unfortunately. I just freaking gave up and decided to do it on my own, so screw it. Yes, thank you for watching, everybody, and make sure to follow my BM. Make sure to follow my DM on Twitch. His link will be in the description down below. We also have various posts on Twitter, and you can stay up to date with the Dungeons and Dingoes podcast over there. And we also are on all podcasting platforms. Alright then, everybody, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.